Hey y'all, what it is, bitch? Oh my fucking gosh. This finale was the best finale Love After Lockup has ever fucking gave us. Like, it was even better than last season's finale because we already knew Michael, Sarah, and Megan were gonna fucking argue and fight. Okay? We already knew that he was just gonna put his dick in both of them and they gonna argue about it, but they still gonna be sucking the dick. But this fucking finale was juicy as a Georgia peach, bitch, and I'm gonna dig right the fuck in. So, alright. This finale starts off with, Glorietta and her mama Tammy looking at the, her little wedding scrapbook that she made literally the first night she talked to Alex. And she's like, oh, I just can't believe I'm about to get married, mama. Oh my god, I'm just so excited. And Tammy mama, she knows what's up. She ain't dumb. She's like, y'all good though? Y'all really good. When's the last time you seen him? She's like, oh, it was just a few days ago, but we're good. I mean, except for the part that, like, he came up to my job and cussed me out. But yeah, we're good though, mom. And mom's like, we need to find that ass. So apparently the mom, obviously she's smarter than Glorietta. She's like, yeah, we need to go find Alex because this ain't right. You ain't talked to him in days. He ain't even stopped by. Ain't seen him in months. There's something fishy about this. No shit. Anyway, y'all, so so yeah, they go right over to no. Before they even ride over to there, the WeTV's petty ass witches scenes, and they go to see that Alex is spending time with his ex-girlfriend Juliana, sexy caramel skin girl, who's way more attractive than Glorietta. They're at a park, and he gives her their old yearbook. Apparently they're high school sweethearts, and he's like, oh, here's you in the yearbook, and she's like, oh, I look so innocent, but he's like, no, you're a naughty girl, and I'm like, ew, cringe. So they're scrolling down memory lane as he's basically just imagining how he used to bend that ass over behind the lockers back in the day. He starts singing. We all know that Alex likes to put on his Aaron Carter voice when he's in the mood and when he's happy. He's like, prison walls set me free, and with the love of my life, whatever the fuck he was singing. And she's like, oh, is that for Glorietta? He's like, it was, but now it's for you. Glorietta ain't it. Oh, I'm about to break up with her ass. And she's like, well, you need to do that because I'm not a homewrecker. So yeah, of course, Alex's little bitch ass did not do that. So at the end of the show, they had to check that ass. So let's go to the next couple, shall we? Okay, we get to Angela and Tony. I can't even do her voice, y'all. Like, I'm gonna fucking get fucking Charlie horse in my damn throat if I keep trying to do her voice. So we get to Angela and Tony. Tony, of course, is living off of Angela now. He's out of prison for finally, after spending 12 years in prison, he's finally out. With Angela's old ass, 85-year-old. So Angela's sister comes over and she's like, girl, I heard about Tony. Is he here? Is he here? She's like, yeah, here's his motorcycle. She's like, you gave that motherfucker motorcycle? That motherfucker using you. And Angela's like, how? How is he using me? She's like, proof is in the pudding. That's Southern for bitch, you know why. So they all sit down for a very awkward, uncomfortable little beer drink, smoking cigarette time at a little table outside her trailer park. And, Angel's sister just grilling him. He's like, you can think what you want to. I love me some old pussy Angela. Fuck out of here, sister. Fuck out of here. What's her name? Dawn? Fuck out of here, Dawn. And it's just really awkward, y'all. We all know what's up. We all see at the end of the episode that Tony is still putting his dick where it don't belong, and he's still choosing blowjobs from everybody else but Angela. And they mosey all down to Georgia to see about Amber and Vince, okay? Why did they even get this far? Like, they should have literally exited out when they got rid of Andrea and Lamondre. Like, seriously, their parts in this show is fucking pointless. So they go to a gym, they break up, and that's that. She finally tells Vincent she don't like dick. She finally tells Vincent there's no attraction. Vincent finally gives a fuck up. The end. Y'all should have fucking exited at episode 5 with that bullshit, okay? Talking about he scamming me when bitch you was scamming him too. Motherfucker ain't even got no damn money driving the damn Nissan Altima. The fuck? Anyway. let's get to Lacey and Shane and them, okay? So Lacey's troublemaking, thirst bucket ass. She's meeting up with her dad, who thinks she's the biggest slut ever. He's like, I feel like her dad has an alcohol problem or drug problem, because every time we see him, he's either smoking something or drinking, and I don't fucking blame him, bitch, okay? Anybody would be an alcoholic if they raise a fucking smut ass bitch like Lacey, ho, okay? So basically, Lacey's like, Dad, I'm gonna do the paternity test. Actually, I got my results. I'm gonna ask John to come over so he can see the kids, so I can tell him the results, because he needs to see my kids, because he could be my baby daddy. And he's like, is that a good idea, Lacey? She's like, I don't care. He needs to see my fucking kids, bitch. And of course, with the magic of WeTV editing, John shows up like 5 seconds later, and it's already some tension, y'all, because we all know that Lacey's dad hates John because he's a fucking heroin addict whore. And they get to the beach, and he's like, what's up, John? I heard you working these days. That's good. Don't you know that Lacey getting married? He's like, yeah, fuck that, or something like that. I don't even know how this shit escalated. It was so awkward. It was such weird editing. I think John said fuck that to the dad. He's like, oh, you trying to do something, bro? You trying to do something? You trying to tap something? That sounded a little gay to me. But he was basically saying, you trying to do something, shit, John? And he's like, shut the fuck up. He like, basically, they were cussing. This was all in front of the kids. This was super ghetto. Like, this was like, is this Jerry Springer? Like, get the kids out of here for with all that cussing. Okay, anyway, so John's like, fuck you, Pops. You wanna fucking go? I'll fucking hit your ass. And then, of course, Lacey, pretending to be the man that she is, she pulls John away from her father, and she's like, shut the fuck up! And she, like, smacks him, like, dead across the face, like, bleh. And he's like, smack me one more time, I'll knock you the fuck out, bitch. And I don't blame John, because this bitch has hit him like multiple times, and she deserves a good smack. I wish he would have just fucking hauled off and smacked her ass, but we all know that if that were to happen, there would have been an uproar, and he probably would have went back to jail. So I really wish he could have smacked that bitch up. But too bad, people are too pussyfoot this day and age, and probably would have called the damn cops on him, even though Lacey fucking started it. So yeah, after all that commotion, Lacey's like, Dad, get the kids away. He's evil. He's abusive. Oh my God. And then they all run away like little bitches. And yeah, that was the end of that scene. And let's get to Lizzie and Daniel. So Lizzie is, shopping for a cheap ass wedding dress. She's shopping for a wedding dress. Even though it's cheap, it's going to be more expensive than that engagement ring. So that engagement ring, we all know, was only like $50 that little Daniel gave her. It was probably like $200, not $50. I think it was like $200. Let's be real here. So she's like, oh, I want the cheapest dress y'all got. And the cheapest dress they had was a $750 dress. But that dress was plain as shit. It just looked like a white cloth on her. But of course, that's the dress she went with, because that's all she could afford. So we finally meet Lizzie's sister and her mom. And basically, Lizzie's sister was like, why are you rushing this shit? Daniel ain't thinking about you. Daniel don't care about this wedding, or he would be going out doing the same stuff. He'd be wedding planning with you. He would actually be putting forth effort. And Lizzie's just like, he's just tied up. He just got a new job. He's just tied up right now. And I know he cares, or he wouldn't have proposed to me. Shut the fuck up, sister. And of course, the sister's like, whatever, you'll see. You'll see what the fuck I mean. And we do, honey. And so we get to Josh and Cheryl. And of course, since everybody else is getting engaged and shit, he's like, he goes and takes his mom out to lunch, and he just flat out tells her, I think I'm gonna marry Cheryl. And she's like, you stupid nigga. Basically straight up just said he was stupid for that. And Cheryl is lazy. And Cheryl don't take care of her kids, and Cheryl is crazy and all that, and this is not a good idea. And of course, Josh is like, whatever, Mom, you'll see. She's special. She's been holding me down for 2 years. I need that income. So yeah, and this review is going to be a little long, because this was like a 2-hour long fucking show. So if this is extra long, I'm sorry, bitch. So yeah, let's get to part 2 of the show. So part 2 is where it all goes motherfucking down, bitch. So it starts off with Lacey's paternity test, because we all know that they had to hype this shit up. You know, it was all this tensions. She and Shane both read the results together because she was scared of John. She thought John was going to beat her ass or something because, you know, he told her he'd fuck her up, even though she hit him first. So they're sitting down at the kitchen table and she's like, I'm so scared. Shane, I'm so scared. She takes a couple deep breaths. He's like, open it. She takes a couple deep breaths and she finally opens it, and guess what? He ain't the damn daddy. We don't know who the damn daddy is, really. We all know that Lacey was married before, but that bitch is such a hoe. Fucking Shrek could be the damn daddy. At this point, Lamondre could be the damn daddy. Fucking Bill Cosby could be the damn daddy. So obviously it's not John's baby though. So that's a relief to her, and she's jumping for joy. She's like, yay, yay, yay. Oh, he can't be my wife anymore. Yay, yay, yay. And that was that. So next scene rolls around, and I think it was Lizzie and Daniel. So Daniel, he just got a job like a month ago or whatever, and he's riding with his buddy. He's like, you know what? I need this nice car that my auntie got. I'm gonna go put a down payment on this car so I can have a car. I think a car is more important than the wedding. Then why the fuck did you propose, nigga? Like, why? I don't understand Lizzie and Daniel. I don't even know why they thought this was gonna work out, because Daniel had no job when he got out. Daniel had no car when he got out. He had no resources. And when he finally gets resources, he's like, oh, okay, fuck Lizzie. Let me get my shit together. So anyway, they go look at the car that his auntie got. And he's like, yeah, I got $2,000 up front now to put down my down payment. And she's like, well, what about Lizzie's wedding? Like, I thought y'all were going to get married. Like, you got money for that too? He's like, fuck the wedding. He's like, you know what? If she don't like me getting this car, she ain't the woman for me. And I don't like when dudes do that shit. That's so dumb. If you really cared about Lizzie, you would have told her flat out before you got the car, hey babe, is it okay that I get this car instead of like putting on any type of money towards the wedding? Is that okay right now? Like, if he really cared about her, he would have done that shit. But he didn't, because he's a little fuck pussy ass boy. And this is why I don't date little young boys. He's 24, but mentally this motherfucker is 16. Anyway, y'all. So Lizzie finally sees his car because she comes over to pick him up because they were going to go look at wedding venues. And Lizzie's like, what the fuck is that? He's like, oh, it's my new car. Like, she's like, how much did you put down? $2,000. She's like, really? Are you fucking kidding me? You could have used $2,000 for a fucking wedding venue. What the fuck? And rightfully, she's mad. I would be mad too if I was planning a wedding and my significant other got an expensive ass car. Well, it's not expensive, but you know what I mean. He bought a new car instead of actually putting forth stuff for the wedding. But she should have fucking known that a little boy like him would have never took shit seriously. And they basically get in an argument, and she's like, we're done. Fuck you. And the mama, the nosy ass mama, comes out. She's like, give me my ring! Give me my ring, bitch! And they going back and forth arguing about a damn $200 ring. And I'm like, Lizzie, are you fucking dumb, bitch? You rather argue back and forth with this motherfucker's mama instead of just give her a little shitty ring back? A ring that will probably turn your fucking finger green, bitch? So they going back and forth. You don't deserve my son. He's better than you. You ain't do shit for him. Give me my fucking ring back, alcoholic bitch. And she's like, what did you call me? And she goes, throws a rock at her and talking about, here's your fucking ring, you fucking old cunt. And then she's like, okay, Lizzie, go have another beer, bitch. And then, you know, scene ends, and basically, she drives off. They interview the mama. The mama's like, I'm so glad they're not engaged anymore because she's not good enough for my son. Like Daniel's a fucking prize when he looks like he's 12 years old. He has fucking face tattoos. He was in jail most of his young adult life. He has no fucking career path, never went to college, but okay, of course, he's too good for our Lizzie. Lizzie, the one who's in school, the one who has her own car and has been working a job for a while. Okay, now. So, of course, they shoot off to Lizzie, and Lizzie's crying, talking about she wasted 3 years, which I don't really get because when he was in jail, she didn't come visit him, and she was still fucking on the low. She was still fucking around. She was still getting some other dick. So you really didn't waste 3 years, honey. You wasted a couple of months. Move on, be happy that you ain't with a broke-ass loser. Anyway, let's get on to the next motherfuckers. So we get to Cheryl and Josh, I think, and he takes her to this castle. The castle is quaint, cute. It's like a tourist attraction over there in Colorado. And he's basically like, oh, we could have a wedding here. And, you know, of course, crazy ass Cheryl is pitching a fit. Like, this is bad. Like, it's too high up. There's too many, like, rails around. Like, my kids could fall off and die. Like, you give a fuck about your kids, bitch. You ain't seen them in 6 months. And this is all pissing off Josh, which it would piss me off too if I was a guy. Because it's like, if you don't like something, I get, like, not liking something, but you're over here insulting this guy's wedding venue idea. You could have just been like, oh, this is cute, and then told him after, like, I don't think that's gonna work out. But she made a whole scene in front of the girls who were touring them around, and it was just really fucked up. And Josh was like, fuck this shit. You know, like, we're not getting married, Cheryl. I was gonna propose here, but fuck this. And he basically, like, tells the tour guides, I'm gonna hit y'all up on my next female. She's like, what the fuck do you mean? He's like, it's done, bitch. And she's like, what the fuck? Fuck you, you dirty bastard. And she walks off telling the camera crew to not follow her. Girl, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen? Okay, y'all. So, let's go to fucking Angela and Tony right quick. So we get to see Angela driving in the car smoking a cigarette like she always does. And, you know, Tony called. He's like, meet me at the lake. And I'm thinking, is he gonna, like, murder her and put her body in the lake? Or, like, what's going on here? Because it was a little suspicious. And she gets to the lake. And he's there with a little picnic table set up with that sparkling grape juice shit and candles. And he basically gets down on one knee and gets his little Walmart ring out. He's like, will you marry me, Angela? She's like, Tony, really? You want to marry me? And he's like, yes, baby, yes. And she's like, yes, of course I would marry you, baby. Ooh. And she started crying, and he puts the ring on her, and she's all, ooh, you know, and then they cut to the confessional, and he's like, I feel like I can get away with anything. Angela's so attracted to me, I can get away with murder. She'll always forgive me. Like, that is so embarrassing. Like, you know, I thought he was sincere with that shit at first when she got to there. I saw the picnic table. I was like, oh, that's cute. Then he did that and ruined everything, bitch. So, of course, you know, they're chugging down the grape juice. She's all ecstatic. She jumped around excited. And they cue to the next day. And he claims he's going to see a therapist. And, you know, Angela's like, oh, what y'all gonna talk about therapy? He's like, oh, it's confidential. Nigga, bye. Any man who tells me that therapy is confidential and he ain't gonna talk about what they gonna talk about, I'm fucking leaving. Like, no. That is fishy as hell. But of course, Angela being Angela, she just like, okay, baby, have a good time. And he drives off to a damn motel room and he tells the camera crew to stay in there. Stay in the car. We all know it's either a drug deal or he getting some pussy. I think it's both. I think he's talking on the way to the hotel, talking about how he needs to manage his triggers, and he used to be a drug addict, so now he's addicted to something else, which we all know is pussy, cooter, twat, whatever you want to call pussy, that's what he's addicted to now, vagina. He even said that it's going to be hard for him to stay faithful to Angela. So he gets to the damn hotel room, he puts the do not disturb sign on the damn door, and the camera crew catches him talking on the phone with Angela, and she's like, how's therapy going? He's like, oh, it's going great, baby. Of course it's going great. You're getting your dick sucked. But, you know, Angela, she didn't question him no more. And she's like, okay, that's awesome, baby. I'm glad you're getting something out of it. I'll see you later. Bye, baby. I love you. He's like, I love you too. And then he busts out laughing, and him and the hooker are laughing at Angela. Po thing. And we won't even know who he was fucking until next season. So, what the fuck? Okay, let's do this right quick. So, It cuts to Lacey and Shane's wedding, and she looks the best she's looked all season. Like, I love the inches that she put on her hair. I love the little wavy look, and I love the lashes and everything else. But Lacey's still her messy, nasty ass self, because she calls John, you know, on her wedding day as she was getting dressed, just to tell him, Marla's not your kid. John, I just wanted to let you know that he's not your kid, and I'm about to walk down the aisle. So yeah, I'm about to get married, like, in like 5 minutes. And of course, that is just so fucked up. Lacey, why couldn't you have fucking called him the day before? Like, you didn't have to wait till that moment to do that. You're just a messy ass bitch. And of course, he gets mad and talks about how he gonna come up there and talk about how she making a mistake. She hangs up on him. And then they show John in the car talking about, I'm still in love with her. I'm gonna go get my woman. I'm gonna go there. And of course, that shit didn't happen because WeTV likes to hype up all the drama and it never happens. And they still have their wedding. The wedding was really cute. It was on the beach, on the Virginia beach. And I kind of skimmed through it because we all know what's going to happen. They both going to say I do. They're going to make out, whoop-de-doo, run off in the fucking ocean, woohoo. So yeah, let's get to the most explosive part of this whole finale, where Glorietta and Tammy roll up on Alex's cheating ass. So, you know, Glorietta and Tammy, they're going around looking for Alex. They go to the tow shop where his friend and them always hang out. And she's like, where's Alex? Like, I don't see him nowhere. So she talks to his friend's wife. And she's like, can you call him for me? Like, to see if he'd answer you. So he answers her. And he's basically not knowing who she is. Because he's like, oh, who's this? Like, I thought you were Juliana because I was about to be at your house. And she's like, no, it's not Juliana, it's me, Dawn. And he's like, oh, okay. And then she's like, well, where are you gonna go? He's like, oh, I'm going to this bar. And then she's like, oh, your girl Glorietta's looking for you. And he's like, oh, she ain't my girl. That bitch may think she my girl, but she ain't my girl. And of course, Glorietta's standing right there listening to all this while he's on speaker saying this shit. And she's like, oh, hell no. So her and her mama, they roll up to that bar. They see them on a date. And the dumbest thing happened. Like, Gloria literally like, are you on a date? Like, are you on a date? No, he's having Bible study. Of course he's on a fucking date, bitch. So Gloria was too calm for me. I'm so glad Tammy resurrected the scene because she was like, yeah, like, I thought we were going to get married, but I guess not. We need to break up because you're actually on a date with another woman. Oh my God, I can't believe this. She lied to me. How dare you? We need to break up. Alex, here's your ring back. And then he's like, okay, bitch, leave me alone. Get the fuck out of here, bitch, or something, he said. And then Tammy's like, you don't talk to my daughter that way, motherfucker. And she just slings the water at her. And then he's like, you can get out of the way too, bitch. And he throws a drink. I think he throws a glass at her. And then she throws it back. I'm like, hell yeah, Tammy, get in that ass. And she's like, you skinny motherfucker. I wish I could throw a chair at you. And then, like, the security came and broke it up. And then, of course, they cut to Juliana. Juliana's like, I had no idea that he had never told her that, you know, that they're done. I can't stand for this drama and bullshit. I'm out, y'all. So he got karma tenfold, honey, because they cut to the credits and it says that Alex is back in jail. And Juliana has no contact with him. And Glorietta, she reconnected with an ex. And then they cut to the other credits. They say that Daniel is now dating another girl who his mama loves. And that Lizzie has another 4 years in school. I'm sure it's going to take her longer to get through school because she was fucking around with these drug dealers all this time. And then it also says that Cheryl and Josh got back together shortly after their little argument. And then it said, like, Vincent is talking to some girl in fucking Philippines. Oh, my God. These motherfuckers never learn. And basically, Shane and Lacey are happily married. And yeah, I just cannot wait till the next season, like Life After Lockup. That shit look juicy as hell. So yeah, that was a long, tiring ass motherfucking review, but I had to get it out there because this episode was all that in a bag of motherfucking chips. Okay, y'all, tell me what y'all thought about this whole episode, this whole season, and let a bitch know if you want me to do reviews next season when they actually come back out in January. I cannot fucking wait. All right, bye y'all.